there come a boom.
You know, I was a student, I was working student jobs, didn't have a lot of money. I had a mortgage too, I had this place, and I kept that going throughout the entire time. I don't know, maybe I didn't feel like I could swing it financially, but it wasn't like I, purchased a bunch of stuff or grew a big beard or anything. I just didn't follow up on stuff, really. And then I ended up meeting the woman who became my fiance, sort of my last year and a half of school, probably, and, or my last year of school, I guess. And that was a weird thing, too. I for sure wasn't looking for anybody, and honestly, I don't know. I'm not sure why I got involved with her. I mean, she's wonderful, but that was totally, against my plans. I don't know. I mean, maybe I was lonely and looking for a friend. I'm not really sure. But, we ended up hitting it off and started dating. This is hard to talk about because some of this stuff is kind of ongoing right now. But, I think I thought I would give it one more shot. Trying to be a guy and, trying to have, a sort of normal life, with a woman and stuff. And she was a wonderful woman. I mean, funny and smart and pretty. So yeah, I gave it a shot with her. And so that was sort of the end of, so yeah, that kind of, that was another sort of false start. I really put everything on hold, when I sort of fell in with her. Before that, when I was in school, I would say I was, really ready to move forward with stuff, and I felt very positive about things when I was seeing that counselor, as a therapist. But yeah, I totally put that on hold, and so that was another 5 years that was lost pretty much. So fast forward to, I graduate college with an engineering degree. My girlfriend graduates also, and I had sort of been thinking about proposing to her, proposing marriage. And so about 6 months before I did actually do that, I came out to her and said, this is me, here's what I'm thinking about doing, this and that. And I was kind of vague. I definitely didn't say cross-dresser or something. I said transsexual. But, I didn't say for sure, yeah, I'm going to be getting a sex change in 8 months or something, I kind of kept it open. Because I know how that goes. I mean, I can read, and I hear people's stories all the time. I know it usually ends badly, or it just ends. So, I wanted to try to have it all, I guess. I wanted to see if she would stick around through that. And I know sometimes it works out, but it's a rarity. So yeah, I was probably a little bit vague, but I was for sure upfront with her, about my feelings and stuff. And so, 6 months later, I asked her to marry me. And she said yes. It was on Christmas Eve. In front of my entire family, we went to where my family lives now, on my mom's side of the family. And I asked her to marry me in front of my entire family. And she said yes. And it wasn't just because she felt pressured or something, she actually wanted to. And so yeah, we set about plans to, continue with our engagement and plan a wedding and stuff. And the plans for the wedding, it was weird. We never had much motivation to do it. And I especially didn't have a lot of motivation to do it because, I don't know, I started to get the real heebie-jeebies, I was feeling trapped, and, my body was telling me this was the wrong thing to do. The wrongness of this decision, started to manifest itself physically almost. And yeah, things just really went downhill in our relationship. And so about, I don't know, 2 years after we got engaged, things had really come to a head with us. And I decided that I was going to actually see a therapist again to talk about, sort of depression issues and But also too, I told, my fiance that I wanted to talk to her about my gender issues too. And so I did. I found someone through. I tried to actually dig up that old referral that I had at first, but that turned out to be a dead end. I don't know. Somebody at another college, and I'm not sure she was there anymore, and whatever. But I talked to somebody that sort of knew her and fell in with this woman. And I went to 2 sessions with her, and I didn't vibe with her at all. It was terrible. And so she actually recommended me to another woman, and I went to go see her, and she's the one that I'm still seeing now. So that was like, I don't know, let's say April of this year that I started doing that. And she was really cool, and my therapist actually identifies as genderqueer. She's, kind of a butch lesbian, but she says she's genderqueer. And so yeah, I've been seeing her, and I know usually you need to wait like, 3 months or 12 sessions or something before you get your letter. She gave it to me after a few sessions. She's not one that really believes in the standards of care that much, which I don't either. I mean, honestly, in this day and age, you can get your own medication, and the gatekeeper mentality for that seems to be an outdated construct, sort of, The intentions are good, or not to say I don't believe in them, I do. I mean, they're fine, but, that sort of gatekeeper mentality should not keep you from getting what you want, sort of. And she shares this opinion, and, I didn't know that going in, but she's like, you don't seem crazy, nothing really seems to be wrong with you, so I feel comfortable with giving you this letter that you can take to the doctor, which is awesome. Because when I started seeing her, I was really low, like really, really, really depressed, and just really at my wit's end also, like more than just depression. I didn't really know how I could go on unless this part got solved, and I really didn't know how I could go on. And so she gave me a letter, and I think right around the time I got my letter, I don't know, there was sort of a well-known family physician that helps people in the gender community like get hormones and stuff, and she happened to live very close to me, and she was on my insurance. So I went to go see her, and turns out she's really great, and I didn't have a family physician either, so that's been really good. She's been, just a regular physician, and she also serves as my endocrinologist, So yeah, I went in there, and again, I just felt miserable, and I was looking at her with like a please help me with this sort of attitude. And we did all the normal sort of physical exam stuff, and I got my letter to her, and she gave me a prescription. So that's what I have here. And so yeah, I'm taking spironolactone, 100 milligrams, and so that's 1 tablet per day. And then also estradiol, 2 milligrams, and that's 2 tablets by mouth daily. And so that would be 4 milligrams of estrogen. And I've been on that since, I don't know, about 4 months now. And yeah, it's been really good. I'm not going to get into the effects and stuff. That's going to be another video. Hopefully I can do any time here now. She still doesn't call me back. But I don't know. I feel a lot better about that.
And we are doing, and we are screwing up our lives.